The German boy could not accept the fact that his country had lost the war. He ran to the sea and lied about spotting Soviet troops. But everyone is long tired of the war. The boy wants a rifle to fight alone. Instead, the soldiers laughed at his naivety. The boy could only leave in anger. He ran to the woods to vent his anger, and he wanted to keep fighting. Suddenly, he really saw the Soviet soldiers. The boy's courage disappeared in an instant. He was so scared that he hid in a haystack. The Soviets launched a surprise attack on the Germans. After the gunfire subsided, the boy returned to the beach. He found an MG-30 machine gun with no ammunition and changed into a German uniform. But when he returns to the woods, the Soviet soldiers spot him, thinking he is a deserter. The boy tries desperately to escape, but unfortunately leads the Soviet soldiers to an orphanage. The Soviet soldiers order all the women and children to gather in the square. The boy saw this scene and bravely stepped forward. He shouted at the Soviet soldiers to leave. One of the Soviet soldiers tried to shoot but was immediately stopped by the captain. The captain slowly approached and confiscated the boy's weapon. The director of the orphanage rushed forward to plead for mercy, but the stubborn boy insisted that he was a German soldier. The Soviet soldiers were amused. The captain then interrogated the boy, only to discover that he was just an ordinary child. So the captain cut the boy's trousers short and even burned his uniform. The boy was very angry because both of his parents died in the war. Shortly after, Germany announced its surrender. The soldiers were ecstatic because they could finally go home alive. Everyone gathered to celebrate this great moment, but the boy still could not accept it. He finds the German camp and says that there are Soviets in the orphanage and begs the officers to launch an attack. The officer, seeing the boy's naivety, pretends to agree. Then he turns his head but orders everyone to prepare to retreat. In the evening, the boy waits all night. He is deeply disappointed and thinks that all German soldiers are cowards. The Soviet captain tells the boy that the war is over and the soldiers just want to live. But an accident suddenly occurs. A German major mistakes the Soviet soldiers for the enemy and orders his troops to surround the orphanage. For the sake of the children, the Soviet captain tells the boy to ask the Germans for help. Just like that, these German troops decided to fight side by side with the Soviet soldiers to protect the innocent children. The battle lasted all night. The next morning, the boy walks out of the orphanage to find the German officers dead and the bodies of soldiers all over the place. He then realized how brutal the war was.